Welcome back. Now the next tab down on the far left side menu is going to be your Campaigns tab. We're going to go into that tab. And this is where you are going to be able to create and send messaging to your contacts within your audience. So you're going to start the process by clicking Create Campaign. Now Mailchimp has a number of options available for you to start this process. For example, if you just want to start with messaging, you can click on Email, and that's typically where you're going to be working within this tab. You can also map out an entire customer journey, and this is going to take more than one message and is more integrated. You can integrate and design your own email template so that when your contacts get your email, they will get a branded appearance. And you're going to see a number of integrations in this tab. Basically, what you want to start by doing in order to message the individuals that are part of your audience is to click this tab. What you're then going to do is you're going to give this email campaign a specific name. You're then going to click Begin. Now when you come into this screen, you'll notice that this is going to be a draft email form. And what you can do here is you can stop the process at any time in order to finish your email later. We're going to start this process by adding specific recipients. And it's from this point that we can add in a specific audience. Now, when we operate in this manner, what we can do is we can use specific tags within that campaign. This means then that only the individuals that have this specific tag will be sent an email when we write this message. Now, one thing that we can do is to personalize the To tab. So for example, what we can do here is click this area. So what we can do here is we can add in a specific tag and we can say we want this to be to the individual's first name, or to their last name, or to their first name and last name. Or we can customize the merge tag. We're going to leave this as first name. Once we've completed our To section, we can then click Save. We'll then move on to the From section. And typically, this is going to be based on the email addresses that you have associated with this specific account. We're going to click on Edit Form, and we can use a specific name and a specific email address for individuals to reply to. So what we're going to do right now is stop the video here, and we're going to pick it up from writing the subject. What we're now going to write is the subject line for the email. So for example, we're going to click on Add Subject. Now, this is going to be something that your readers are going to see. So we're going to write in a subject that we know they're going to want to hear. You can then write in preview text that will appear in the inbox after the subject line. Once you've done that, you'll then click Save. You'll then be ready to design the content of your actual message. We can then click Design Email. Now you'll have a number of choices available to you which you can brand or even leave unbranded and use the templates given to you by Mailchimp. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to use a plain sample text. And what you can do is you'll notice here is that when we hover over these areas, that Mailchimp has placed blocks within our email canvas. We can delete all of the blocks that are currently there. And what we can now do is we can add in blocks that we want to be there. So for example, we can add in a specific block. Once we've added it, we can then write in our content. You can then use your editor to style the content. And once you've done that, you can then click Close. You will then have added content to your message. You can then preview your content. You'll see how it's going to look on desktop, on mobile, and then in your inbox. What you're going to do then is close out of preview mode, and you'll be back in editing mode. And basically what you can do is you can add in blocks for what you want to place in the email. So for example, you may want to place a video inside of your email. You can place a block here, and what you can then do on the right hand margin is to customize your block. If you don't want the block in, you can delete it. If you want to add in something that is a product recommendation, you can add it in. If you don't want the block in, you can delete the block. So basically, what Mailchimp gives you the opportunity to do is to create a message from scratch and then to add other elements into your email according to what you want to place inside of the message. If you want to add in images, you can add them in. Or if you want to add in an image along with text. Once you've added in the blocks that you want, you can also style your email. You can style it with a specific header, a specific footer, or any mobile style. You can switch templates if that is what you prefer. So basically you have full customization over the elements inside of your email. Once you have completed your customization, you can then click Continue. Now there is some final processing that we're going to be doing with this campaign email. So what we're going to do is stop the video here and we're going to pick it up from those post-processing elements. You're now looking at a copy of a similar campaign. And basically, if we scroll down to the area where you can share your campaign link, one of the things you're going to see is that you can add any post to your social campaign. And what you're going to need to do is to make sure you're logged into your Facebook account, your Twitter account, and your Instagram account, and then you're going to connect them to your Mailchimp account. Now, these accounts are already connected, and so once you've connected them to your Mailchimp account, all you'll need to do is to turn them on for an individual campaign. So, for example, if we were to click this link, you'll see here that our Facebook account is now connected, and so we can choose a specific page that this post will be shared with when we hit the Publish button. Once we do that, we'll then click Save. We can then click on Twitter. And then we have our message. We'll then click Save. We can then click on Instagram. Once we turn on Instagram, we'll turn on a specific profile. We'll then click Save. And then our post will go directly to our Instagram account, our Twitter account, as well as our Facebook account when we schedule or send the message. You'll also notice there are some additional settings. You'll need to work with these to determine which ones you are going to want to have for each individual campaign. Now you'll notice that these are already turned on. Typically, these will be turned off by default. So we're going to turn them off again. Now one thing to note is that you'll notice that Google Analytics link tracking is not available, and that's mainly because Google Analytics was not enabled with this account. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click Save. What we can now do is click the Schedule button. We can now schedule this for a specific date and a specific time. And our campaign is now scheduled. Now we could go back to that same campaign, and basically what we can do is we can pause and edit that campaign. We'll click pause. And instead of scheduling the campaign, we can send that campaign right now so that it becomes a broadcast email as well as being posted to our social media. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.